Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. Uh, in year 2000, whatever was happening, now it was too much for me, and I thought that I should make it a police case, and the healers that had come to heal me, they should also cooperate. But one of them went away before we could even think straight what's happening to me and all this. But that this should be a case for humanity against, on violation of human rights. Because now we see, I saw in Karachi online when I was there is searching for something, black magic. I found distance mind control. This is a crime against humanity. And also, when I was in Karachi, I bought this book by Susan, Dr. Susan Shumsky. So on the spiritual level, the warfare is happening, the gang stalking. Now we can see it's so rampant. There are videos on it, and some of them can't even catch their gang stalkers. Some are called crazy and put in. They are stopped, silenced by by this giving them psychiatric medications and all. So I want to take this very seriously and say that it should be a crime and dealt with. Social activists or even the police should cooperate in this, and the courts, all, because this is a crime, not narcissism, gang stalking, um, and it gets serious. With my case, it could be that, I'll talk about my case, like since how long this has been happening. I was told in Karachi, consulting my father, consulting these spiritual, religious people who had spiritual knowledge. We call them Rohani log, Rohani people, spiritual people, in Karachi also, in Karachi and elsewhere in Karachi. So in Lahore also, I called there's a Maulana Tasadduq Hussain, my friend from college. I had known her from St. Joseph's College, told me I could consult him. So he said, this is rampant, like, he's asking me about my symptoms. So he was in Lahore. So, our people, our religious people, Shia, spiritualists, all this dealing with this, um, mental health and all this, and also the black magic, if it is on you. And they checked. Yusuf Zaidi, who he brought, Sikandar Shah, told me that you're not insane and you're not imagining this, but this is actually due to someone who has done something, or it's there's this Muslim spirit who's feminine, female, someone's spirit who died long ago. He wouldn't give me her name, um, is attached to you and all this. And then it got worse and worse and worse after that. And you know how they deceive you? It's like terrible. You don't want to, like, of course, you don't want to give your power. You don't want to be raped. You don't want to be murdered. But this is the way they deceive you. Like, so I've heard about the rape cases that even close male friends can do this. And if you know what the anyways about the psychology, and they can be very quiet or loving, or in the beginning, like love bomb you, like the narcissist. Learning from Dr. Ramani and other narc survivors on YouTube, they can love bomb you and in the beginning and all this. But I think one should take it seriously and make a legal case out of this, There should be no playing with hearts even. So this okay. I've come here, but earlier I was the azan has gone on, and I'm from the United Arab Emirates, right? So I've been to the police here in Dubai, but they said they couldn't do anything. And I thought maybe, just maybe, I could hire an investigator um, here, but I didn't have the resources. And here we're not allowed to use that website, GoFund. So sometimes ago when I was going to the GoFund, like on YouTube, or I managed to go there. There's another website, I think, we're not allowed, it doesn't open up in my country. So, or maybe, or maybe we're allowed. There was something. So, whatever it is, right? But in London, my father told me we're not allowed to work. UAE, Emiratis, they're not allowed to be employed there, like work in a burger restaurant, fast food, or anywhere. You can have your business, but or if your company from here, Dubai, UAE, Abu Dhabi, or Sharjah, sends you there through a company, then you can go and be under the supervision, learn something there, and be do something. That's a different matter, whatever it is called. I'm not working now, so I don't have those like that language, right? The words use. Okay, let the azan just out of respect. I should have come afterwards after this azan. Sorry, because I'm not well and being restless. I couldn't wait as my mind just thought about this again. So, yes, I've been thinking about this. It's don't mean to be disrespectful. Okay, against, I mean, the azan, the prayer call. So then, in retrospect, what was happening to me in Karachi, it was terrible. Even now, it is still there, but it's kind of subsided a bit, so that sometimes I don't feel I'm being violated on the spiritual level. That break I have, but still I don't have the strength to eat properly and do anything properly, work or do anything properly. Most of the time I'm on social media. Although this positive, at least this is my lifeline, right? Otherwise, what? One spiritualist told me, I called my father, gave me the number of in Karachi. He said that andar tarap ho, and even if I'm in coma, like the people think I'm in coma, right? Inside, I should have this weird. It's really weird, like this bechani tarap, this restlessness, this something for something to do. So I want something. I want something. Or obsessed with. I need my principle inside. That tarap, fish out of water. And I can tell you so just that how far they can go and through the spiritual warfare using dark forces, negative forces. They can do this. So, my life has been damaged to a great extent, right? And I've been incapacitated, and it's really serious. So, some people might end up in the mental asylum being given a high dosage of these psychiatric medications like antipsychotic or anti-schizophrenia. So please don't take this lightly. I've been like shocked when Ali Shah ex-Muslim, people not understanding why I go in a rage or get, you know, or Zalmi coming here and he's There's a Zalmi restaurant, Pakistani Peshawari restaurant in Dubai. Please don't take this as coming here and saying, "Oh, you're sick," or you're mentally ill, you're psycho." So what I even before this hit me to a great extent. Before that, there could have been a black magic on me, and like Yusuf Zedi, who the one he brought, is Sikandar Shah, his brother's, Arbab Shah's eldest brother, older brother, Sikandar Shah. He could take out these exercise through a distance. It was very painful, and then it started very painful while I was. So this shouldn't this be like a legal case? Like I came to Dubai, and then I got this telepathy that we're going to send you a bomb. Bomb. Okay, I can't pronounce it the way I pronounce it in Urdu form or my language. Bomb. Bomb. Sorry, bomb uh, or something, even in Dubai, like, So I was like, why am I scared? Check this that's coming from the supermarket and open the tissue box. Oh, I'm scared to open this. How, see now the missile thing and drones, but it has nothing, no connection with Iran, right? At that time, it was no connection. So our positive thinking and our prayers didn't work. I was like so shocked these just last month. I was so shocked. And the and even recently the sound of blast when there was no missile. I checked Khalij Times, Gulf News, all the Arab, my Emirati newspapers, national news. So this, no, I think so. If I've been saying this for the on Facebook, please don't take this like it's only our religious scholars can deal with this, but I think the police should get involved, the social workers, and for this human rights violation, this should come in a crime of human rights violations now, legal case. And going back, like, if I could go to London and investigate about people, I think in London also they were sending some people. And this person who came as a Shia, well, he's the Taliban side, or no, Al Qaeda side, look alike. And he just came for a little while in my hostel in the smoking room. Abbas was his name, he said. He told me. And, like I've suspected Ruqayya Abbas Gokal and Samira auntie and my mother, with my mother and Samira auntie in London, going to, this was in 1976, to the show or exhibition, home exhibition. We came back because Shahudi, Samira auntie's, Auntie Samira's daughter, saying like, Mama, let's go home. And Auntie Samira, like we call in Sindhi Koja, Samira auntie, but my mother was Sindhi of Koja. My father being, from the Arab side, but Lawati. Lawatis are these, but now they have an Arab passport, grandfather. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, the home exhibition. There was a bomb blast. If Shahudi hadn't told her mother, Samira auntie, like I'm used to calling her Samira auntie, and that was in 19. I was a child. I remember Shahudi saying, "Mama, let's go home, let's go." And auntie said, Samira auntie said late that Shahudi, abhi to aaye hain. We've just come. And she was the one planning, telling my mother, she, coming like every other day, like I would tell my mother also to call them and they would come. So when I went in my mother's room, she was saying to my mother, Nusrat, hum log jayenge, So there's either home exhibition, we will go to the home exhibition. So the bomb blast, we were kids and we had come home, and then uncle called, Askari uncle, Samira auntie's husband, and then my uncle, father's brother was there. He picked up the phone, or my mother, and then we found out, Chaudi and I, and so that there was a bomb blast there. And then I didn't connect, but later on in year 2000, my mind went wild, and I'm suspecting many people, or some, like this one and this one and this one, and making connections also, and even the air blue crash. This was on Raju's birthday. It happened, right? The air blue crash, and before that, I was very happy on my birthday, right? And after the birthday came the Gulf Air crash, 1983. And that a movie was made, and all this. And some friends of mine at that time became jealous and, tried to ruin my birthday. So I'm like trying to make out, like, connection. What's the connection? Or maybe not. At that time, we didn't have these friends. I mean, they were my father's side, but we didn't really meet them. We were in London. They weren't even in London. They were in Karachi. I mean, we've gone to the place, but no connection there. No way. But later on, I don't know. But the connection could be, sorry to, I don't know, Ruqayya Abbas Gokul. Abbas Gokul's wife. And so we need to take this as a crime, like Dr. Susan Shumsky, her book I found. Thank God, this mall I could go to near my house, or, like not so near, but, I went to this mall and there was this bookshop in this mall in Karachi. Thank God we had the bookshop in the mall, and I found Dr. Susan Chomsky's book, and she says this also is a crime that against your, because what does this to Chomsky? This channeling and all. It's if you channel the wrong low frequencies. The book on divine revelation, and I've got something on Facebook, or I copied it and extract from her book. That's Divine Revelation. Now on Facebook, we can't search out our notes, the notes, or even the post. Maybe I will find it. It's become a little difficult. So let me see. Facebook. Dr. Susan. I don't know why I call her Suzanne. Susan Shumsky. See, my mind. Maybe the death of my mother also in Karachi. They did something. So they're murder. They can kill from a distance. Divine revelation. I can't remember the extract from her book. What part did I? No, I can't find it. See, I could be put as a shadow here on Facebook. And Facebook is like this against our community standards, and they've been wrong once or twice. When I've reviewed the thing and sent it to them, my posts or sharing. But now, like, they've again given me copyrights issues. Kind Master, I made a video from Kind Master. They give music and everything. That should not have any copyrights issues. No, boss, I can't find it. So, from it's a crime. Let me see like this. Crime. So, this black magic, or that people dismiss and say, oh, ये तो पागल है, जैसे वो इधर आते हैं ना, Pakistani Zalmi, or ये. You see, I can't find any. Excuse me. Sorry, that's me. Uh, I have a lot of. I drink a lot of tea, so a lot of this gastric. Oh no, it's not. What is this? Indigestion. Or okay, a lot of this. And they, oh God, the works they can do. They spoil my teeth, and they could have the cell, torture cell I was in. But that's the with me, the signs are not showing. It's a crime to, if you do channeling the wrong person, so ask if it's Holy Spirit. It gives you brain atrophy. Atrophy. It does. You know what's atrophy? Like your brain is damaged or waste away, degeneration of the cells. It's a very slow one. You maybe, oh, and they very clever. Someone's here. Just a minute, please. I have to pause the. Yeah, sorry, there was this gas company came to check something. I apologize. I had to pause the video, live stream. Sorry. Okay, this spellbound. Like they're attacking. I can't even talk. Like I'm not that alert, right? So whoever's doing this, maybe from my childhood days, and has followed, continue doing it, following up. I see some black patches. Oh, I put the lights on. So this, I take it very seriously, right? And we never used to like go up to people and say "Tum to pagal ho," if they, you know, when they are not well. We used to pray for them or wish that they would get well because uh, mental health issues are not a crime, right? And if like psychopathy, psychopaths, psychotic, this crazy, this is a crime. They're criminals, but maybe they can't help it. Like it's a also it could be a personality disorder or something, and nothing to do with the mind, mental illness. God knows. But my kind, someone's not well telling you this is. I'm not a psychopath. I they can like make you commit suicide, make you push you into. They can make you violent, crazily violent. Like that. Yeah. So yeah. So this also, Dr. Susan Shumsky was saying in her book Divine Revelation that it this channeling with the lower frequencies, astral or other than the Holy Spirit or someone else channeling, it does give you this. It's a crime, atrophy, right? So let's look at the atrophy. Atrophy. Okay, I say atrophy. Atrophy is the right pronunciation. Pronunciation. Okay, atrophy, right? degeneration. Another thing is betrayals and covert narcissism and gaslighting. There was a very old movie I haven't seen, and I don't want to see that. Not in. Sometimes I do see crime movies, but and true stories, but I shouldn't be in this condition on YouTube, like crime stories and all this. I need a lot. I should have, you know, I shouldn't be seeing this, right? Like a cancer patient when the last stage in the hospital, or like my principal said, your elderly grandmother, don't tell her that baby, this my our relative passed away. Although her age may be my grandmother's age, but just don't, because they were friends, they knew each other. Elderly people should be, or faint people who have a faint or some problem. Uh, if you have high blood pressure or some heart problem or something, then stay away from these. So for the caretakers, for the you know those who care for humanity, also human beings' welfare, well-being, want to see them live their highest good, the greatness. I felt now that, okay, they would mess me up like so much so that they would get me. If someone reported, if I'm shouting, screaming on or abusing, as they've made me in year 2000, abuse, things like that, I could get into trouble. But, so social media would not go into the depths, like should go into the depths and see, but they won't. And yet, I think it's the people who report on following me on Facebook or something like this, not following me, but they have something against me. And they reported, and one of the videos Facebook reviewed and said, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. Nothing wrong with this. Right? So, like that. So, and very chala, deceiving people. There's another thing I found searching on Yahoo search we had. At that time, I think in Karachi, we didn't have the Google search. So on Yahoo search, I found like a distance mind control. This is and so the crimes, distance mind control. I think by creative mean we should now social workers, human rights, NGOs. We should not keep this a secret. And no, I'm not going to complain about if it's my family member. I'm not going to take their name. Just hush, hush, hush. No, this is a crime. And if the now that we have social media, and that's what I wanted to use Facebook for. Before, I didn't know how to use, like, now we can live stream on YouTube. First, we used to watch only videos, and I can't remember what else. For YouTube, we couldn't, mind control, distance mind control. This could be, like, if we could, this could be a case where there's a black magician and a group, gang. You see, please. So this could be a very serious case. Like my my father under my, and my friend's ex-friend now. Anyone who says to me, right, that downplays, undermines or downplays. Oh, you're going to the past, and you will never find the person. Oh, so there was a case in Saudi Arabia. Why not? We can. अरे उर्दू में कहते हैं पाकिस्तान में हालांकि खुदा भी क्या सर्च करने में तो खुदा भी मिल जाता है ढूंढने से तो खुदा भी मिल जाता है वैसे खुदा नहीं मिलता इधर इस रिलीजन में so it's now 20 we have reached the moon right We're going on outer space here. We have problems that need to be solved properly and be taken as serious problems. Not like, God saying, oh, I forgave them, Surah no raya, these believers. No, no. This needs to be dealt with, seriously taken. And I wish I could be a police officer, an investigator, and social worker. I wish I was all these things, but I can't even do my live stream properly or have one professional style live stream, well prepared, like Apostate Prophet and Mr. Mrs. Friendly Ex-Muslim and the others. Apostate, Aladdin. So I would, if I found out, I think we should allow people who are not well, and they maybe the family member, covert narcissist, or psychopath, wants to silence them. And you see the narrative, like this time when this lady who has a Pakistani style, I watched her videos, like the narrative, it hit me. I mean, I've listened to ex-Muslim Abdullah Samir on the narrative. It's a positive thing, right? Narrative is just the story you tell, but on facts, right? So some facts they may give, like let's say that I got married to my cousin, right? And my cousin has to complain to his uncle that she doesn't get up. उठती नहीं है. She doesn't get up, and she's from bed. Cleanliness, and so complaining like this. So like the narrative, right? Maybe when he goes away, or maybe he's torturing me, mentally gaslighting me. You don't know, right? But he's telling the people, his friends, and my father, that your daughter, I married her, but and but she doesn't get up. Now I have to find another girl for myself, and I want to divorce her. She doesn't get up, clean herself, and she's in. She's lying there in a bed, a monthly she's got, and she doesn't get up. And telling the children also after they're born. And so, okay, my father says to my cousin that, when children, she'll get, the children will come. You can get married to another woman, but like, keep my daughter. Then the children come and, okay, I'm getting up and all this, and not telling my husband is telling, my cousin is with my husband now, is telling the children also that your mother wasn't able to get up. She was having a monthly period, she couldn't get up. Maybe mentally tortured by my husband, his or his grandmother, who was, like that. You see, it's the narrative, how they change the narrative, gaslighting, even smear campaigning. Oh, let me take her to the Gokul family also. Or call, yes, call Mustafa, Gokul, call Samira auntie, if, we're abroad, wherever they are now. Please come, this wife of mine, right, is always fighting. मुझे मेरी बीवी से बचाओ. Okay. Jagarti hai. It's an Indian song. And it could be that the mother or someone has done black magic on her, and the husband is gaslighting her and torturing her, right? And she can't say anything. And when she says something, she, like, they make her, like, put her in rage. No, I don't want to talk about this. Like, and they're so calm and cool sitting there. They go, see how she talks. We can't even, इसको explain, इसको कोई समझाए, okay, like समझाए ना, like we say this in Urdu, like a mix. Please. So the person, like Sadhguru said, who was, they were standing on their head. Now it was too late. They couldn't save them because it was too late to save them through yoga and meditation. The boy then lost his mind or something. It's too late. So because standing on their head and doing yoga too much over, wrong postures or things like that, and so couldn't save them. It was too late to save them. Like I've heard that if some black magic on some lady, then that she even tells her children, she fights with her children and tells them, "Go away! I don't want your help. Go away!" Like that, or yeah. So she doesn't act. That's how they've made her. Of course, she's pushing away everyone who wants to, and then she's suspecting everyone. कि तुम भी black magic करते हो मुझ पे, बेटी तुम भी कर रही हो, child, daughter, you are also doing it, son, you are also doing it. तो ऐसा फिर some understanding, caring people to be there to take care of her, even when she's. I've heard some who go mentally ill. They, if the mother's taking care of them, the sister, they hit, they get very violent. So that means, oh, leave, oh, put them in the hospital. No, we didn't put someone in the hospital because she didn't want to go to the hospital, mental asylum. And a family I know, they didn't put their family member in the hospital because they didn't want to. But they took care of him, the mother and the sister, one sister. And this, please take this very seriously. And another thing is that, people in position and that people who have public PR, public relations, they're very good at. So outside, they're very charismatic, like some covert narcissists, we're told, are psychopaths are, or antisocial are not. Some people are very charismatic at work, but when they come home to the wives, like, oh, wife, you cooked this wrongly, beating her. No, psycho, psych. So, there's some look very lovable. Oh, so amiable, this person is. You could not imagine that how this person was hitting, beating his wife. Such an amiable, quiet, soft person, mild. Mm? So that's why we need social media and to give it to those people who we may be, you may be, we may be complaining against. They're troublemakers. These, look how many times this mad woman comes on live streams. And this should be considered a very serious crime, like murder, rape. And this is like long, it's like, it's not acute. It's you murder one person and forget. No, it's like a serial killer who's after you off and or every other to kill. Serial killer, and it's ongoing, long term. They don't stop unless they are forced to. And in the psychopath, about the psychopath, the psychology, that if they are rich, imagine, yeah, they will not stop until. So this, why this social media? You get it? All you intelligent people out there, psychopaths. If they're rich and the person they're harassing or hurting is not that rich, they can cover up their sins and their crimes, giving bribes and all. Epstein file is there now, right? Thank God. So whoever got up and uh, did this, what's the case on Epstein file? Who found out? So if I could find an helper like that, I was wondering for my case, if you are that serious as I am about these things, right? And you are passionate about it. So if one less crime, one less criminal, catching one criminal is a crime. Black magic, hurting someone's family, husband beating a wife, domestic violence. We need to stop these things. Where the wife could be so dependent financially and also her children, she may not be able to, like did Tehmina Durrani. She had to write that book, My Feudal Lord, that I read in Karachi long time ago. So if our women can get away, I don't know how she got away. Um, and then people have criticized her. Why did she write this book, Whistleblower, against you love your country? Don't complain against your country. Don't complain against your husband. What is this? It's a crime. And so these people who want to control us do these things. They are the ones who will criticize the Amina Durrani and have in writing that book and shit. Like so we can tell our story, like in our Shia Islam at least, Sughra, when Sakina, I get emotional, sorry. When even though I'm an ex-Shia, right? So imagine, yeah, Jaweria couldn't say anything. Oh, you Shias like Bibi Zainab, but what about the Aisha? You know how they made Aisha? If you read about Aisha in the Sunni books, also that uh, oh, Hadith sources, you would hate her. I, I was like, you would have killed her. Like, she annoyed. We only, after so many years, like, we're not hurting Prophet Muhammad, are we? We're just, if we make fun of him or make a cartoon of him. So, don't take our lives for it. That's also really weird. But we haven't annoyed Prophet Muhammad, right? We haven't harmed and hurt him when we were there. But to resist him would be like they say hurting him. What is this? When they come after us, it's all that. Anyways, psychopaths. What is it? Would be rich about. So there was long time ago on Yahoo search engine in Karachi. How can we stop them and their psychology? What is their? How can we stop? So if they are rich and even if they are not rich, I don't know how these people get the overpower. Maybe they break the person from inside. What do they do? How can we stop them, right? Or I suspected that my cousin, who's gone to America now, maybe he did something. Maybe he unlivened his Russian wife, first wife, not the second one, and then told us that she's gone to Russia, gone back, run away, left her, and but she had to because there was how to deal with psychopaths. Never blame yourself. Oh, but they make you blame yourself. Stop excusing their negative behavior. Stop convincing yourself that they will change. Don't fall victim to suicide threats. Yeah. Prepare yourself. So, thanks to all this, right? Free. Thank you, these articles for free books online. We are helping humanity. We need to put a stop to this. So if we can talk about this, and also if maybe investigation, can you, if I had an investigator going to the past, London even, right? Where did, so investigating detectives, those who can do pro bono work, free, and because you have the passion, you have the money, you can afford to do it, please do so, right? Don't fall victim, prepare yourself, break off all contact. Now, if my father was a psychopath, how can I break off contact? I was totally dependent on him. At the age of what, I couldn't even, didn't even want to go to school and do O levels, complete O levels. And I left Karachi medical school, and then wanted to go back, and they wouldn't take me, and then couldn't adjust to the local schools in Karachi, and they wouldn't take me back. My father also went to talk to the board of directors, not only the superintendent there then. So getting used to, and it took so much time. So I didn't, this is my story. I didn't financially, I was totally dependent on my father, and for my passport in Karachi, yeah, and we left. So, sometimes I wondered how would my mother be able. Sometimes my father would go and give an excuse letter, psychiatrist letter. She can't come to Dubai, UAE to renew her passport. My wife, she's not well, so then her passport could. Sometimes she was able to, like that, right? So everything my father did, and how could we then? Look, it's even request to call. Call now. Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, this is killing spree, roaming the streets. While most of these serial killers are likely to be psychopaths, not everyone who falls into this category of mental illness, it is a mental illness, is a murderer. In fact, many of these psychopaths are perfectly normal humans with apparently normal family life and excellent career. Oh, because of their ability to mask psychopathic tendencies, you may quickly find yourself in a relationship with a psychopath partner. Many of them do not pose any physical danger to you, but a huge emotional risk is always associated with living with them. How to stop them? Dealing with them daily can take a toll on your mental and psychological well being and hurt your entire life if you are not vigilant enough to stop the abuse early on. It may not be physical, it may be like my mental torture, emotional, psychological. Fortunately, identifying the signs of a psychopath and learning how to deal with the psychopathic partner in time can reduce some of the damage. But the damage is there and done. Reduce some of the damage. Hotline source. So I wish we had a hotline here. This is England. What the, no 4-4 is England. What makes someone a psychopath? The core psychopathic trait explained. Wondering how to tell if someone is a psychopath. How to now pathological lying, inflated views of self. Well, it doesn't show like in some people that they are very humble. They can act very humble, and with let's say they can act very like small. We're smaller than our other sheikh or Gokul family. We're smaller than Gokul family. They can act very humble, small, no ego in them. Double, I know. Although having an inflated ego, I have yet to know this psychopath or a covert narcissist in my family. So they can act very innocent, right? And put on. Acting is great. And for years, majority of psychopaths struggle to read other people. Hmm? Hence, they are mostly indifferent to other people's feelings, struggles, and sufferings, even if they are someone close to them. Allah. A borderline psycho. Oh God, may never accept responsibility for the problems they are facing in life. They always justify it as someone else's fault and play the victim card. But when I to overcome difficult situations. Oh, yeah. So like self pity, wallow in self pity. Oh me, poor me. The world is doing wrong to me. How to deal with a psychopath? Easy tips to make your life easier. The world is. This also. We have narcissists too, and covert narcissists too, and sociopaths too. And some, like I see the being with maybe living or having blood of. So the mind can flip, it can. And you're blaming the other person when you started off with that healthy relationship, healthy, healthy, healthy relationship. Don't blame the other, but uh, so don't blame the other. But what if my husband or is a psychopath? Like how much? So, but these psychopaths, like psychopath shows no remorse and does not care how their actions and behaviors may affect other people. They can quickly forget about doing something that hurt someone and may even insist that others are overreacting to their actions. Oh my God. So, no, oh, I feel so discouraged. Oh, I want to help. Hello. I can. Sorry, I had to pause this. I apologize. There's this alarm, fire alarm. Oh, again it started. This psychopath shows no remorse. Okay, I'm doing this over, and psychopaths can also act like this, right? They struggle to read the other people in the way that human feeling, but they know how to. Hmm, okay, I'm just giving my opinion. I hear that. Don't they want to hurt people? Aren't they deliberately wanting to hurt people like they enjoy? What are those people like I've known in life, who enjoy seeing the pain on other people's faces? They hurt people. Huh? What about those? And my aunt told me that when she found out someone was doing black magic, she confronted that person. And the person said, एक मजा है, एक मजा आता है, इसमें एक मजा है. Like they get a thrill, pleasure. What are those people? Cruel people. Tease you and mentally torture you and tantalize, sadistic and masochistic. Some people even like to, I could have gone into hurting myself. You know, the way life turned out for me, it was very tempting to go into this self destruction, and my thoughts also would not stop. I couldn't control them, and in year 2000. So I was in need of God's grace. So when God's grace came to me, be good to yourself, Journey song, when no one else will. I just want to check if my water heater is on. Just a minute, please. So I'm just walking and away. Oh, it's not on. Let me just see if my. I don't think I've put my electric cooker is off. It's stuck. It sounded like the either the electric cooker or the water heater being on. Okay, sorry about this. So, you want a better world. God of compassion come. God, of, God who cares. So, I was really happy to find. And so we thought, okay, we try our best, but there's no good in us. Then we relied on religion and on God to give us the good. Like every time, like I really like that when Moses prayed and going to call it, like telling God, oh Allah, please, you send. It's not because I did some good, but I'm in need of any good you can send to me. And so today, may I do good? Because, we were scared of the ego also. That could it be that we're doing good for goodness' sake and not for God's sake? And we think, oh, we're really good people. And then, the thinking of being really good people, sometimes even that, when something bad happens to you, then you start hitting yourself. So the danger, saying, oh, I was such a good person. I haven't done anything wrong. And then the danger of those poor people going into, or those good people going into the, oh, poor me. I didn't want to hurt anyone. God knows. But there are some really genuinely, even genuinely good people can fall in the trap of their ego and their self pity. Maybe they have some, I don't know, psychopathic tendency. Or, no, genuinely good people, I've seen. And like I really like this, like the principle saying, something that something they do, sometimes they do blame themselves, and they sometimes blaming me also that I fail them. But, when she said, I'm not such a good person, something like this, she said. I was like, that's excellent. Like, at least, no, but, I didn't say it like that. I said, oh, then I must be bad too, like you. But yeah, so me too. But do we really believe? I don't know if we believe in us. Uh, so good grace from God came for a little while and it left me. So I really like this verse also. Do not let people, uh, do not let another, do not, what? Do not deprive another of the grace. Do not let another. This is our whole society and we are responsible. So, like Lubna the Candid from the Candid channel, Lubna the Candid, right? Lubna said she feels responsible for her Pakistanis, even British Pakistanis in Britain. We have to, we can't stop them because we couldn't. So then talk about them, use social media And they gave her death threats, even though she's not a ex-Muslim. You see, they want to silence her. So this is why social media, and even then, it's risky to use social media. Look at Lubna's case on YouTube. They tried to silence her, and the British police couldn't do anything. The law and order in England couldn't do anything. They tried. But you know, those ones, you find those ones who threatened her and put them in jail. No, they didn't. My goodness, this. No, so we have to use social media and risk our lives and feel, because we are responsible, we feel responsible. So if I have something bad, you can tell me, and so tell me in a way like, not come here taunting me, and no, you know, that other understanding, like I have this bad, and we sit and we communicate and we help each other, that look, these are my weaknesses and how to overcome them. So before I even try to overcome them, until I'm trying to overcome them, we all in community cooperate as, and these are my strengths. But here I would say, don't tell anyone your weakness. Just show them your strength. How people exploit. I've seen life very closely from a very young age. What people can do to you, your own family members. It is mind boggling how they can make a child blame herself, feel guilty. 4-year-old child. And what grooming, what, oh my God. And what black magic, what was it? I still can't figure that out. I've seen life very closely. People, hypocrisy, and they're acting brilliant acting. Brilliant. Like innocent. They, right? They will complain about this child being stubborn, but won't look at themselves as adults, what they have done. No regard for the, for husband or. And what if your wife did like, there was this person, like he would complain against me, and but you know what he did, and very decent person, like do not let someone lose, fall short of the grace, God's grace, the grace that God is, grace of God. So we have to be very careful, right? If we feel we are responsible, caring, sharing together, helping each other, supporting each other, grace, Bible verse. I think it's in, I keep forgetting, sorry. So this in the Bible I saw. We can take responsibility, but in this, all adults should, you know, no, it's, I think, Proverb or Hebrew. Galatians, I do not frustrate the grace of God. Hebrew, or I haven't put it properly. The book of Hebrew or Proverbs. See to it that no one falls short. Yes. Hebrews 12, verse 15. How do we see to this, right? Bible Hub article. If I find an article written on this explaining that a child also, you don't violate, assault, or hurt. See to it that no one falls short of the grace of God. and that no bitter root up, grows up to cause trouble and defile many. Okay, now any context. Call to holiness. Pursue peace with everyone as well as holiness, without which no one will see the Lord. See to it that no one falls short. Yeah, see to it that no one is sexually immoral or is godless like Esau, who for a single meal sold his birthright. Oh. Galatians 5, verse 4. You who are trying to be justified by the law have been severed from Christ. You have fallen away from grace. Corinthians 2 Corinthians 6 verse 1. As God's fellow workers then, we urge you not to receive God's grace in vain. Romans 11 verse 22. Take notice therefore of the kindness and the severity of God, severity to those who fell, but kindness to you. If you continue in his kindness, otherwise you also will be cut off. Deut- Deuteronomy 29, verse 18. Make sure that there is no man or woman, clan or tribe among you today whose heart turns away from the Lord our God to go and worship the gods of those nations. Make sure there don't. Oh God, this monotheistic religion also. Okay, sorry. No, no, I'm not apologizing. What's wrong in worshiping other gods? Make sure there is no root among you that bears such poison. That's not a poisonous bitter. But if you see, if you worship any god, even a stone you are devoted to, that's your devotion. Shouldn't God, that one God of these monotheist religion, accept your devotion to an object of its creation? And we are created too. So then why that uncreated God, right, who created us, would ask us to worship a God who is uncreated? We can only find signs of him, his proofs through the signs, his proof of existence, creation, through his creation. So shouldn't that creation, I think pantheism should work. Pantheism should be better. Logic, we should first be able to worship his creation, honor his creation, revere his creation, us and his creation. So since he's not created, and then he sent a son, okay, for the Christians. Sorry, Christians, logic just fails here. Even so, people see worship will never make you what? Worshipping Satan, maybe. Okay, so you're worshiping. Make sure. I there was someone in our hostel who came who was worshiping. I was told he's from the Church of Satan, Church of Satan in England. But he, and my Sikh brother there said, "Don't be afraid. They're not bad." uh, what church of in Church of Satan? Yeah, this is Discover the Church of Satan. Yeah, there are cults and Gilmore. Satan is a name for the reservoir of power inside each human to be tapped at will. Yeah, then first I got scared and I wanted to say inside, like I was looking, he had a black shirt on. But then he told me, my brother, who told me in the hostel, Sikh brother, Sikh, meaning, um, no, no, don't be afraid, they're not bad. I wanted to say Ayatul Kursi or four calls. All calls. on it where there was much public interest in occult, witchcraft, and Satanism. The way was the church. So you see, these people who have it here and openly doing it, I'm scared of the ones who are hiding and showing they are good people, they're religious and they're spiritual and all this. I don't mind in New Age also. If you found your spiritualism and you are doing great and you want to help people, go ahead. I won't criticize you. I won't judge you. But I won't talk against you, right? But if I find otherwise that you've put yourself on the pedestal and others they're worshiping you or something like no, that would be wrong. So they mind their own business. What occult and witchcraft? Okay, if it affects another, then terribly they want to harm others with this witchcraft, then it's terrible. But if they want to reach their powers, even satanic powers, like to not harm, but maybe they want to rule over some powers, like Jesus was told by which, not Lucifer, right? Beelzebub. I can give you the world. I can make you the king of this universe, right? Oh, but as long as you don't become a cult and or harm people with this satanic church, there's a website, official website, the Satanic Temple. Undertake noble pursuits. I think then our religious, we should join this. Noble pursuits. Undertake. Satanic Temple uses Satan as symbol of eternal rebel fighting arbitrary authority and oppressive social norms. And some of our religious people would, what is she saying here? Why is she doing this? Saying against her family. This one, sometimes she comes and gives the name of this person, suspecting. They can even make you believe that this person is, and in your mind, like, oh, see, he did, yes, yes. Then they can make you believe in your mind. Watch closely, yeah? Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. She's the one. Then the next day, watch him close. He's the, oh, yes, he's the one. And then I'm like, they can confuse you and all sorts of things. So the people should understand here what they're doing. And I'm trying to explain. But no matter how much you explain, if the person is against you and an enemy and has this bias and prejudice, तो हम कहते हैं कि एहसास उनको हम नहीं दे सकते जिनके पास एहसास नहीं है हम नहीं दे सकते एहसास उनको neither the understanding right hearts who may come here. I wish good people. So Sadhguru was saying, no, be sensible rather. What was he saying? Don't say, I want to be a good person, good person. He wasn't saying sensible. What, sensible? Oh, good. What is good here? Oh, no, doing, see, respecting the other person's rights, whatever their rights they believe in. And another thing is, I was thinking, let me just put this before I say this before I forget. Some people, I was saying in my previous live stream, recent live stream, that may have left Islam not finding like the way I have been finding, right, in these Quran ayats, contradictions, errors, and all this, but maybe even morals. Morals. They found that no, in Christianity the morals are better, or for women's rights, something in Judaism or some other religion. So they want to, in my religion, so they have completely objected to the lack of rights given to the women, although we were told that this is not given to the women. Women don't get, females don't get what property rights that in Islam gives. Anyways, but you know how we were told, so but still, look at that verse, right? Where when a man wishes to go into, oh, so maybe being disgusted by the moral values that Islam gives you, right? And or human something about against women, or, and then leaves this religion. Why would you kill the person when they found a better religion and better equality, secular system? Maybe they're still searching for to make it better and better, right? Morally better, even. So it's not like the here it stops. There's no reformation. There's no up to date. Nothing. Here there's a full stop. There's no go. This moral is fixed. It's a fixed thing. But maybe tomorrow, day after, in the modern society, if you see the reason why, I think some would say an ex-Muslim was saying about this ayat, about the veiling of the women, right? That so that you would not be molested, the believing women would not be molested, and that they explained to us, and I was like, what? This was because the believing men could molest the sex slave girls. Oh, like, you could, huh? Molest. So for the believing women, what's the ayat? So cover, no, there are two ayats on this. So Hamar on your, two, okay, let me just search like this. Ayats on covering, hijab. Although this is not hijab, it's not called hijab. Hijab is when Bibi Maryam, the word is used, went in the Quran, right? Went in hijab. That's hijab. O Prophet, tell your wives and your, yeah, so that will be better, so that they may be recognized as believing women or female, believing girls, and not annoyed, not harassed. Like Allah is ever forgiving, merciful. Surah 33 at 59. So an ex-Muslim, there was someone who's saying that this ayat came so that, but like so the sex slaves would not be covered rightfully. They would not have to cover themselves fully, and they then so at least these would be known and not harassed. But now, if you go to London, I tell you, you can wear mini skirt, and no man, no Britisher is going to come and harass you. So it's all in how you have been conditioned, right? Growing up in this, you respect. They all respect. They won't come and harass you and all this for wearing a skirt or a mini skirt or a mini dress or be. Oh, see, it's all in how we've been conditioned and what our morals are. So there's this social, cultural relativity, the truth. This is not a universal truth that every man will harass you because you're not covered, and they will not respect you. They'll disrespect you because you're not covered, and they'll think you're a loose person, ready to go. This, sorry, put it that way. So some ex-Muslim are saying this. It's not because you are good women, because that'll make you good person. You get it, morally good. No, huh? You could be a very whatever, like Imam Tawhid, these ones. I don't want to pick on him. Didn't he say that where somewhere? Okay, maybe I don't want to also misquote him, right? But let's say this will not make you a good person, because there's another ayat in the Quran which says um, it's actually your uh, akhlaq, your manners, or whatever it is that make you good. So dress. Oh God, how can I forget? So dressing, however you dress, but it's your righteousness. How righteous are you? That counts. So this covering up is not going to make you a better person morally. Women, Muslim believing women, and also men. Look at this. Oh, right? So now I got it. Like as Shias, we there was a different narration, interpretation of this ayat. O children of Adam, we have provided for you clothing to cover your nakedness and as an adornment. However, the best clothing is righteousness. So by saying, oh, a woman, you're going to excite a man if you wear less clothes. Like in London, the Pakistani from, where was he from? Quetta. He was telling me that you don't look like you are wearing a mini dress. Maybe I look, maybe I'm petite or no, no. He said you're petite. What? No, it doesn't matter. You don't look like you. It looks like you're in a hijab. The way I maybe carried myself or what, I don't know. I was like, really? They said yes. And then the other friend, Pakistani friend, brother, also agreed. I think to him. He came to me and he said, you wear these mini skirts, come to college. It doesn't seem to us that you wear. Seems to us that that you're in hijab, a Muslim Pakistani man telling me you are in hijab. But this, anyways, another family relative, community from my father's side when she was living in Karachi before she got married. When she came to my house and I was in Karachi American School and I was wearing shorts. And she came and she said to me, she said, doesn't look like you're wearing shorts. Like, yeah, looks like you're covered. Like she didn't say covered, but she said, doesn't seem like you're wearing shorts. Doesn't see, you know, like to me, like I also like some, like if American is wearing sleeveless, it doesn't seem bad. It suits them. Like it doesn't look quite bad. But if my color, brown, Asian, wearing sleeveless sometimes, it even looked back to me when I was growing up and I had left Karachi American School. But in Karachi American School, our mentality, it was so good. We didn't have this. So, like, in childhood, before I went to London, I mean, I even told my mother that, Amma, um, don't wear sleeveless blouses like on saris. I don't want you to, don't wear sleeveless, Amma. I told my mother. We were going to her aunt's place. Oh my God. But yet, in my, then, in London, childhood, and then later on in Karachi American School in my teenage years, wearing shorts and all. Doesn't look bad. It's, I guess it's how you see it. No, it's how you're conditioned to see things. It's all in the mind, I think. So this also, I've stretched it now. So see, its best clothing is righteousness, right? Tear the cloth, my Lord. Let the people see with their naked eyes my love unclothed. Tis, okay, let me start with tis, my Lord. Tis, O Lord, tis my love wrapped in the clothing of doubt and fear. Tear the cloth, my Lord, and let the people see with their naked eyes my love unclothed. And let there be no doubt in how purified the waters of my love are. So this also, so people, Muslims, some Muslims now, you see, if you see leaving this religion, not because they found contradictions every now and then, like I have found in the Quran, right? But for morally, it's not right. This, and I think, who is it, Darwish? She covers a lot, like the morals of Islam, terrible, and some Muslims may say they're the best. We have such great akhlaq, manners, etiquettes. But now, what's her name? Darwish. Her last name is Darwish. First name I've forgotten, ex-Muslim. She has covered a lot. Mariam Namazi has covered a lot in just a few, short video um, on YouTube we can find. You see, Islam, Mariam Namazi, you may not agree, but some of us agree to this. Mariam Namazi, incompatible. Islam is incompatible with human rights. Let them be, let them go. Don't kill them. I mean, don't punish them. Islam is not compatible. Nano Gold Sor Red and Roses TV channel on YouTube. Why would you kill them? Like a death penalty for apostasy leaving Islam? Huh? Human rights activist. Mariam Namazi. Who else said amazing? See, in such a short, she's covered everything in this, how 10 minutes against Islam. Islam is not also not compatible with human rights, you see. Not only the secular system or but human rights universally, I think, not only by the Christians or the Jews, but those universal human rights, universal declaration, human rights. Yeah. So why would you uh, punish them? Think about it, right? She's not. She's not saying that I left Islam, or if someone because because I want to go out, have free sex, be casual, have sexual casual sex, or corrupt the society. What is corruption of the society in Islam? Your moral values, right? Men beating wives on third count. For some people, for some cultures, it would be unacceptable, even on third count disobedience. For a man to beat his wife. Think about it. Think about it. So some people leave Islam because It's for them, they see better values, moral values in another Christianity. Now, if you don't see it, please, that doesn't mean you kill them, right? God has said this is the best religion He has chosen, I think. These are the best people. And the worst are these Christians and Jews and all this. But they have values, moral values. So if you bring up comparative in religion, Islam's moral values, look at Islam. Why did you leave this? You see, how many of you have come here saying, you have come here to say that I'm lying. You have come here to say that canceling me, I'm misinterpreting. These are the excuses you have used. Another thing you have used against me here, oh, what is the other thing? Oh, you will go to hell. See, fear, the fire of hell, and hell you will go to, that you have used. But give me something like the moral values and human rights of Islam are universally accepted. Mhm. You haven't given me that. So it can't, like you think, so you have to give me a good reason, right? But you accuse me of lying. All this, it's not a good reason enough to. Do you realize that? You shouldn't be killing people. There should be no death penalty. Oh, you criticize a prophet, you have blasphemed. Okay. Now, for some, even Christianity, I think, a Christian was telling me on Facebook or some that so no, excuse me. was, like he's our prophet is helping the widows, and so what can this lady do if her husband wanted to fight and against Islam? They didn't want Islam, they were opposing, and moreover, not only opposing, but they gave Prophet Muhammad a battle. And so our true prophet helped, because she was the chief, or something like this, I could say, a Jew's chief daughter. And so Prophet Muhammad gave her respect, because those days when you lose a husband, you're in that, you know, you're not. Actually, I was wrong to say, Prophet, and gave her Ummul Mumineen, she became. And every Muslim after that would respect her, take her as mother of the faithful believers. Huh? What status she was given. Jawaria bin Harith. And so, why did I start to turn against this? Helping orphans, widows. Then why this? Tell me. Shias also tell me. Why this? Beauty. Huh? God couldn't have said to him, this is for Prophet Muhammad, not for the Sahabas. Shias. In this verse, you cannot say this verse comes for this against the Sahabas. God is only telling the Prophet, like, for the believers. Wait a minute, let me see. Let me check the tafsir, Shia tafsir, in multilingual. See, God is telling Prophet Muhammad. They can't say through Prophet Muhammad. If you say this, Shias, What happened? Oh my. And where's the? Sorry, excuse me. My phone, no, my mic's okay. It's still working. Still working. You can hear. Mic fell on the floor. Testing. Still working. Yes. So going to Surah 33. Eyes are hurting. Oh, if I say eyes are hurting, maybe someone could exploit this. If the commentary, it's here. It is not allowed to you to take women afterwards, nor that you should change them for other wives, though their beauty be pleasing to you, except what your right hand is. Now, beauty be pleasing? Should Allah tell the Prophet, beauty be pleasing? Except even if you want to help them out, Allah, beauty be pleasing. Ajaba, like stunning, beautiful girls. The husn hanna, right? No, no. Allah command, sorry, Arabs. Al-Kamidi says Allah commanded the whole, and ajaba. But what your right hands possess, you can still have them. Allah commanded the Holy Prophet not to marry any woman after the revelation of this verse, although his followers are prohibited to marry more than 4 women. See commentary for Surah Nisa 3. But mutta, temporary marriage is allowed here, except what your right hands possess, and they can ajab you. The beauty can ajab you, yani. You know, ajab is like strange, stunning, strange beauty. It's like ajab. Nada Aliyun Mazar al Ajoyab. Call Ali who works miracles. Miraculously beautiful, stunning, shockingly beautiful, gorgeous. Ajaba means that. This ayat has that. Even if the beauty ajaba you, ajab. Ajib, Ajib, Wallah. Oh, no, 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 don't say Wallah. I don't swear on Allah. Sorry, excuse me. Even by mistake, I don't. Shouldn't be doing this. I apologize. Oh, see, nothing about this, but all that, though, he married Safiya bint Huway and Jawaria bint Harith and Rehana also, the Jewish, to help the widow. They became widows. And they were the chief's daughters. Jewish, at least Jawaria I know, and Safiya. Now you see this kind of morals coming, not for marrying orphans. And the previous verse ayat is also terrible. You know, in this ayat, like if a believing, but it is his choice. If he, but he's made Zainab bint Josh, his own cousin, forced marriage to Zaid bin Harith. He was a proud widow. Widow. So Muslims after us, why aren't you married? Why don't you get married? This, that. So we go, what's this? Hmm? Oh, this. Oh, because it's okay. No, no. 51. Look. Now here, this believing woman, every woman would want to marry at that time Prophet Muhammad, right? If she's a believing woman, their eyes may be cool and they may not grieve, and they should be no, no. You may put off whom you please of them. It's terrible. And you may take to you whom you please, and whom you desire of those whom you had separated provisionally. Oh, no blame attaches to you. No, no, this not mine. So she has never explained to me this. I didn't examine it. I was Let's go to 50. O Prophet, surely we have made lawful to you your wives whom you have given their dowries, right? And so on and so forth. And a believing woman, if she gave herself to the Prophet, if the Prophet desired to marry her. Oh, no. If the Prophet desired to marry her, if she gave herself to the, if she desired to give herself to the Prophet, and yet if the Prophet desired to marry, he has a choice. But there, you believing women and believing men, you have no choice in what Allah and His Messenger have decreed. Surah 33, same Surah ayat 36. And so we find in the tafsirs that poor Zainab bin Josh was forced to marry Zaid bin Harith. Huh? And the marriage even broke, didn't work out. Can you believe that? It was miserable. Oh, but then God found a great solution for her. But, marriages are not supposed to break in Islam. God hates this talaq. It hurts him greatly. If there's anything I was told his tears would fall on is divorce. Something like this. He doesn't like divorce, right? But he used Zaid bin Harith and Zainab as guinea pigs, or what do you call them, for this, that you can marry your claimed sons, divorcees. Oh, so now please see this Shias. Anyone with such an ounce of decency will not come near this, will drop this religion like a hot potato, right? Would not want to come near this religion. Like that, like this. So this. Moral values? You are saying that our prophet, okay, husbands died, this, that, but they fought, right? They fought him. And so he was helping the orphans, the widows, by marrying them. And why does he even have to marry them to help them? Oh, because marrying someone makes them Ummul Mu'mineen, gives them that high position. And Shias, but then the high position can be stripped away from them if they misbehave with the Prophet, right? Like Aisha. And why would he marry Aisha when he knew Abu Bakr, like Muhammad Ayat said, Abu Bakr was such a terrible person, this, or Aisha, in childhood, because she was brought up by her father, Muhammad Ayat, the ex-Muslim, Egyptian, I think. On YouTube, you can find it. So, knowing this, why would he go to this terrible person's daughter and marry her at the age of 7, or such a like greedy, whatever the way. So Muhammad Ayat said against Abu Bakr and Aisha, his daughter. So the dressing, it's your righteousness. That's why you see the Ismaili Imam, Agha Khan III, told his Ismailis not to wear hijab. Take off. Any of you are wearing the head scarf, take it off. Ban the hijab. Because now in India, when he was Pakistan, when Pakistan was India, we saw that the men are not harassing the women. And he had a good reason for it. He was the Imam from the hereditary Imam, hereditary of Prophet Muhammad. Hereditary from the, yeah. It doesn't mean that even if I now want to go back to wearing shorts, like in Karachi American School, or uh, dresses that show the legs and parts of the legs, that I have left Islam because I think, no, I want to be immoral. And immoral according to maybe your interpretation. But how come you missed this ayat? Some of you. Shias also? Yusuf Zaidi told me he was very judgmental. If a woman was not wearing hijab because he came from but his mother wasn't, Shia Sayyid, he would, yes, not respect them as much as he would respect a hijabi, right? But how come you missed the whole meaning, the true meaning, and this ex-Muslim gave it to us? Then I said, yes, it could be right. And I haven't done much. I have, from my side, what will I get, right? Shia side, hardly get anything. Oh, let me see. No, no, no. I will. Sorry, excuse me. Surah 7, Ayah 26 is on hijab. But the clothing of righteousness, that is best. This is not only for males, is it? Conceal your private parts. We have bestowed upon you clothing to conceal your private parts, and as adornment also. Like, what adornment? Zinat. Look good. Like dressy, libas. Covers your shame. And, oh, this adornment, it's not zinat, it's like accessory. Adornment. Okay. But the clothing of the righteousness, that is the best. Good is from the signs of Allah. Now, Shia, some of you have told us that, if a woman wears less, I mean, it could excite. That's why women need to be covered. You never told us that sex slaves. You say Umar allowed it. But our Imams also had hit this narration from Imam no, Imam Jafar Sadiq, that his father, Imam Muhammad, oh my God, I forgot it. Imam Muhammad Bakr, right? Not Jawad. Bakr hit a slave girl. Why are you wearing this? Covering yourself while prayers. So he hit her. And even, I read that he called her rascal. Oh, but Imam Musa, I called them the what of anger? The controller. All them is in the Quran, right? Meaning we can find the subduer of anger. When someone was insulting him, he said, saying bad things to him, abusing him, he said, you see, it's you can do this, I cannot do this. Things like that. So, but how come Imam Muhammad Bakr uh, hit a slave girl and said, you're not supposed to cover your head while praying? If Umar bin Khattab was the one, maybe from the Sunni side, these are sorry, these things have come from the enemy of Allah and Prophet Muhammad, that the slave girls did not have to cover their chests. What about this? So Sunnis, you now, and Shias, you because what this that if you don't cover yourself in this hijab way, like Bibi Fatima Zahra did, some of you believe. I mean, 12 Shia. I don't think Ismailis believed. Did Bibi Fatima Zahra Ismailis? I don't know. Let me just check. Did Bibi or some, they write Hazrat Fatima Zahra. Did Bibi Zahra cover herself? Completely, like head to toe, not showing her nail, nothing, not a. See, here it's different. Gems of the day. Thank you. Oh, this is, yeah, this is Facebook. Ismaili heritage. Originally, wearing the veil was not Islamic, and the veil was worn in pre Islamic Arabia. This is the history coming from the Ismailis about Islam. The veil was at first what distinguished a free woman from a slave. The slave woman did not wear a veil. She could buy or exchange. She could be bought or exchanged. Slave woman did not wear a veil. She could be bought or exchanged. I think it should be like this, right? She could be bought or exchanged. Please correct it. Ismaili heritage. The woman wearing the veil was not available to society. She could buy or exchange. She could neither buy or nor, I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong. The woman wearing the veil was not available to society. The veil has become not a symbol, but a folklore. Aga Khan the Fourth. Oh. Now they're Shias, right? The Muslims, Shias. So this, oh God. Oh, this is in French. The whole interview. There's no translation. Now I might have to. Okay. So this excuse me. This is the reason, different reasons given by Muslims. My God. 12 were Shias. And alhabib.org, no. This is a Shia website, right? They used to veil her face, and so did all the women of the. No, but I now. Uh, it's, oh my God! Look at how different 12 were Shias and so different culture. See, different. They know history. Imam is a hereditary, and he's got the light of Prophet Muhammad. You know that from the Imams. passed on. So he knows the true history he must know, right? Consider this, right? If you were an Ismaili, you will be told that Imam from the hereditary Imam, he's from the progeny of Prophet Muhammad, from Ali and Fatima, and so from the daughter Fatima, right? And cousin and son in law Ali come from proud and rich heritage. Yet, two different. So he would have the real, and he's Hazir Nazir, present. He hasn't disappeared in occultation like Imam Mahdi, 12 years. Imam, last. Oh my God. So, shouldn't the right history come from them, to them, from their Imam? He's got the light. Light is knowledge, light is akal, light is yeah, akal and others, right? And light of Prophet Muhammad. Now you see in Christianity, Genesis book, where? In the Bible, the woman was created from the rib of Adam. Now that, okay, maybe you won't, but there are certain things like in Islam that you would object to the morality of Islam, the moral values that Islam has given to you, God has given to you. So you would not want to. This is totally against moral values, totally against someone else's moral values or some other religion, that God's moral values. So this is the problem here. And even in Islam, I'm showing you the difference between 12 Shias and Ismaili Shias. Look at the difference. The reason for wearing a hijab. And so showing you from the Quran ayat, it goes with the Ismailis more, right? That you would not be molested and you would be known. Not that you will become it will purify you. And you know what, Yusuf Zedi and Arshia, that more explaining, like, a woman is like a pearl, and so she should not be worn. Oh, people are wearing pearls and all this. But a pearl is originally hidden in a shell, and she should be hidden in a shell, protected. Protected. This is our 12 shots. Men have been taking this pearl out of the shell, and women giving it to the women to wear it. As, no, no, but a pearl suits is originally in the shell, covered. Why is it covered? So it cannot be stolen or taken out. Your Lord, who created you from a single soul, for this prophet has more authority. Oh, on the earthly, sorry, excuse me, Eve, Adam's wife. Now we go to typically this female Hujjat was a daughter of an Imam and a wife of an Imam or a mother of an Imam. Bibi Fatima al Zahra possessed, Yani Bibi Fatima al Zahra possessed all three of these relationships: esoteric feminine, celestial light, which the Ismaili metaphysics calls the universal soul, and which poor Radha Rani cannot be, because all you think about is Radha Rani's idol murti. No? Esoteric feminine, she can't be the creatrix. And like the Sufis also believe that Bibi Fatma Zahra was the creatrix. Some Sufis believe that. The celestial light, which the Ismaili, but this is not about the hijab. Okay, so we're just, Ismaili metaphysics calls the universal soul, al nafs al kul, and the biblical tradition calls Sophia. Who's the Sophia biblical tradition? So, okay, I haven't read the biblical tradition. In the process of creation, God originates the universal intellect, al Aqal al Kul. The first one, okay. But did Bibi Fatma Zahra do hijab? I don't think so. I don't think the Ismailis, because the reason they've given out have exemplified numerous feminine into those who are unknowing and unconscious. Hujjat proof, yeah. So what Bibi is, Bibi Fatma Zahra? Oh, the great Maryam al Kubra, who is Hujjat, connects the glorious entity, which is the Imam. The Hujjat is the great Mary. Oh, so I really like Mary of the Quran. Uh, ooh, who casts forth all things and shapes them and lays their foundation. Esoteric meaning. New creation is the esoteric. And she's the great Fatima al Kubra. In the time of the sixth Adam, who is Muhammad, she's the great Fa and the veil established. For the people who are intimate with knowledge and seek intimacy with his spirit. Sayyidina Jafar ibn Mansur al-Yaman, Kitab al-Kashf. Ah, oh my God. So, I start to, they've given so much in detail. Maybe this is true. This Imam, Hazrat Khadijat al-Kubra, Hazrat Khadija was not just a successful businesswoman who married a younger man, Muhammad. She also had an important religious function in the religion of truth, Yani Prophet Muhammad, and occupied a high spiritual rank. See, she married a man, he knew he was man meaning, but he wasn't yet a prop. He wasn't, he hadn't declared his prophetship, messengership. The prophet first received, this is what the Ismailis believe, this is interesting. Sorry, I've just gone off topic. The prophet first received spiritual initiation at the hands of his wife, Hazrat Khadija al Kubra, oh, who was the Hujjat, proof of Maulana Imam Abu Talib. Yeah, they also consider, I know that, yeah, I've read this. Maybe I forgot this. That Imam, no, this part. Prophet first received spiritual initiation at the hands of his wife. 12 Shias, different. Hazrat Khadija al Kubra, who was the Hujjat proof of Maulana Imam Abu Talib, Imam Ali's wife. Oh, sorry, Imam Ali's father, Abu Talib. He was an Imam also and a Maulana, they call him. Hujjat, proof of. Oh, she was also, who was also the proof of the um, Imam Ali's father, Abu Talib, Khadijat al Kubra. The marriage between the Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Khadija was both physical and spiritual. The Hujjat who first recognized and confirmed. Okay, I'm getting tempted. Sorry, we're not on the topic. It doesn't say anything that. You see, now the Ismailis can't make up things and lie. Hujjat, present Imam, protected. No one has been able to take the life of the Imam, Ismaili Imam, right? And when they are in danger, they take all their Ismailis together. It's not just the Imam going in occultation like in 12 Rishias. Hazrat Khadija replied, "It is years since I know you as a prophet." Then she recited the Shahada. Oh my God, I kind of, uh, mother of Imam, yeah, declares. Is then, here it is about Bi Fatima Zahra, relation to the Prophet's wife, because unlike them, her link to the Prophet was direct through blood. So this is where they come from. Khutbah, and this is, did you know the Holy Prophet Muhammad only had one surviving child? Yes, Hazrat Bibi Fatima al Zahra. But the Sunnis don't believe that, right? Shias do. Even the 12 Shias believe this. One surviving child, the radiant. He called her the first lady of the world. This is Bibi Fatima Zahra. Do you see her in hijab? Shias, don't get angry. 12 Shias, you like. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my God, have you ever seen Bibi Fatma Zahra in this way? He called her the first lady of the world and even said, Sunni Hadith, Fatima is a part of me. Whoever harms her harms me. The Quranic verse of the light is interpreted as referring to Fatima being the mother of Imams, the lamp which contains the light of Al Hussein. She is further invested with the universe. So she didn't. See? She didn't wear hijab and all this, covering herself. 12 years. And my inclination now is towards more towards the Ismaili, absolutely towards the Ismailis. So, but now I wish, but against Islam, right? Oh my God, and how they chuck out, but like the woman only. Did you know that although the Holy Prophet left his only child Fatima, his property, the Fadak oasis, Abu Bakr claimed that a prophet cannot leave inheritance. Yes. Even though she was threatened, Fatima opposed them vocally. So this the Ismailis also believe. So I just wanted to know, and it seems from the pictures that no, Bibi was not covered with a chadar, a black head to toe, and not even her slight nails would show. 12 Shias. This is beautiful. It can represent like, okay? No, it's like, no. The Ismailis don't believe that Bibi. So it is not now realize, please, Sunnis, Shias, it is not where the covering yourself, the covering that will make you morally good or virtuous. Oh my God. So, anyways, but you see, okay, even if you don't want to believe it, you're conditioned, it may be shocking to you. The 12 Shias must be shocked that living daylights out of them. Shocked. This this is Bi Fatima Zahra, right? Representing. Now, whatever it is, it's different in the Ismaili. She was not covered. And it doesn't make you wearing a hijab a better woman. So please see, they will respect, you see, they will respect her. Even though all the Ismailis, they go Western side, they will respect all those women who wear shorts going out in the summer. We wear dresses. We had uniform dress in summer, different skirt, different in London school, and growing up also. Like, so they will respect. You see, this not about a woman being good or inviting men. And so you can, God forbid, who said, oh, you can rape the woman because she hasn't covered and she excited me. So, no, no. See, in their culture, they wouldn't rape her, a woman. She's not covered. Very good. So, see, so someone could have left And I would have left, wait a minute, I would have left Islam and, no, sorry, Shia Islam, and gone to the Ismailis, asked about, how I can, and I have to even leave the smoking and all this. So, but the process and all this, but Quran problems. And now the point is here. Look, someone, why would you want to, even if they don't join Ismaili Islam, and would you want to, Sunnis, would you call the Ismailis kafir? Of course, if when you call like extremists, sorry. How shall I, some Sunnis also, Orthodox, strict, they, they say the Sunnis are not, the Shias are not Muslims and they're wajib qata, right? You think by just coming and telling me that, why do you pray? No, no, in your Islam, your Sunni Islam, the Quran only is, I think they're offshoot of this, from Sunni Islam or something, right? Because Umar said the Quran is enough for you. I think they just, So, now, would you say that, what is it? Oh, just that, you would want, it's wajib qatl in Sunni. Are Shias wajib qatl? Like, it is absolutely obligatory, mandatory on you to unlive in the Shias because they are kafirs and they are mushriks and they're in this religion. Oh, in this religion. Good God. And they're the worst of creatures. So you would call them polytheists and worst of creatures, Surah Baina, giving Surah Baina ayat. So wherever you see polytheists, like, yeah, some of you would put the Shias in even the Surah Toba ayats where Makkan polytheists or what. All this is going on and it killing a believer who believes that they are the ones, true believers. At least their religion, Shia Islam, is true Islam, and they can be true believers. So what are you committing without knowing? God has said here, look, you don't know, right? You don't know. Uh, fighting has been prescribed for you, uh, and fighting has been prescribed for you. You may hate it, but it is good for you. And some are saying we don't want to fight. Even Prophet Muhammad Sahabas, they were saying they were driven into this battle, like, the dead going frightened. What was it that Surah Anfal ayat 30 something? Fighting been prescribed. Even if you hate it, it is good for you. So it comes from Allah, and you have to see not in yourself what is good for you and what is bad for you, right? If you, it comes from Allah, this Allah. And the Christian Allah is different from this Allah. He's the Most High. He's the Father of Jesus and He's the Son too. Fighting has been prescribed. Even if you dislike, hate it. But here, how could Allah intend? Because when He intends a thing, He says to it be, and it is. Surah Yasin. Fighting has been made obligatory upon you, believers, though you dislike it. Some say dislike, some say hate it. In English translation, hateful. So here, Quran.com has given hateful. is prescribed upon you, the fighting while it is hateful to you, but perhaps that you dislike a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps that you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you do not know. It's not even in you to look inside and say, somewhere Allah has guided me inside. So in Surah Zariyat, when Allah says, look inside you, there are signs. We've given. But for this, you can't look inside. Fighting. So then how can, like, and this Surah Yasin, kun fayakun. See this word. And then I'll go back to Surah Baqarah ayat 82. You see this word here? His command is only when he intends, arada. Where is it? Arada. Arada. Here it is, I think, right? The word. Arada. This is intention. His command is only when he intends a thing that he says to it. Be kun fayakun. Kun fayakun. Surah Yasin, 36th chapter of the Quran, ayat 82. Oh, now we go to terrible, terrible. Surah 2 ayat 253. So, all this about Maududi saying free will, choice to human beings, Allah has given. And if Allah had willed, okay, it wasn't His will that they fight each other, they would not have fought each other, right? But Allah does what He intends. Would it be, I'm trying to figure this out. What? Not fought each other? Not. On having differences of free will. Wait a minute. Since Allah willed to give them free will, they fought each other and Allah intends. I had to stop here because, but Allah does what He intends. Now, this word is um, different from will, Allah's will even. It is yuridu, it comes from this word, arada in Surah Yasin, ayat 80. We saw, right? So, but when Allah intends the thing, He says to it, be, and it is. And Allah has prescribed fighting for you, believers. I'm still trying to. You mean to say that Allah said, kun be, and it is? Allah does what He intends. So where's the free will here? Huh? Allah does what He intends by giving you free will? No, no. It can't be like that, right? It has to be about the fighting, shouldn't it? Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I sure am confused. I can't still make out whether it's Allah will that you have free will, right? And if Allah does what He intends, but for you to have He intending for it, will is enough, right? Allah wills that you have free will. It, Allah intending for you to fight, Allah does what He wills, what He intends. Yuridu. So this word yuridu, where's the? Have I forgotten? No, it's here. Yurid, ma yurid. He does what He intends. Your father, afal. Oh my God, this is Allah's afal. Yani Allah's afal. तुम्हारे afal देखो, actions देखो, deeds. Action. Is this Arabic word in action? Like Allah acts on what He intends. Is it like Allah acts on what He intends? Allah does what He intends. Meaning Allah has acted here. Shias, Ismailis also, both of you. Allah does not move, right? He's beyond this existence. Yet He exists, of course. But Allah does what He intends. And if Allah had willed, they would not have fought each other, right? So Allah giving them free will, they fought each other. But saying that, but Allah does what He intends, is now what? Wait a minute, I have to work this out. And if Allah willed, I'm working it out on online. It might be boring for some of you. Let's work it out together. Be here together with me. Sanya phone mat. Even though I'm overacting, overacting. Now there's more problem coming here. Toba, toba, how did we believe in this? Be a true God. Okay, Allah gave them free will, but by saying that Allah does what He intends, then it would be that Allah giving you free will, right? Like this, that it wasn't, if Allah had willed, they would not have fought each other. But Allah does what He intends. So they fought each other. Let me see the English logic. So I have to go back to how I learned the premise. That's when, if Allah had willed, they would not have fought each other. You see, so he stresses on, no, you have, again, we have to see the whole ayat from here. So those messengers, some of them we caused to exceed others. Among them were those to whom Allah spoke, and He raised some of them in degree. And we gave Jesus, the Son of Mary, clear proofs. And we supported Him with the pure spirit. If Allah had willed, those succeeding them would not have fought each other after the clear proofs had come to them. Right? Here Allah stops. He doesn't say, but Allah intends what He wills. So means, so now for this, like Maududi, so Shias also, you can take this, right? The main cause of the difference arose after people had received the true knowledge through the prophets and which were aggravated. I'm going to in feuds and wars. It's not that God was helpless and lacked the power to put an end to the fighting. Had He willed so, no one would have had the power to defy the teachings of the prophets, right? So, to take the course of disbelief and rebellion against Him and to spread mischief and corruption in this world. But it was not His will to deprive human beings of their free will and choice and to compel them to follow a particular course, right? But it was not His will to deprive, Allah's will, it was not to deprive human beings of their free will. So, finished, the end of it, right? And He has created human beings, so it was not now. But why in the end? You know what I mean? Like He, hence the cause of all the differences and wranglings and fighting which took place was that people, in exercising the free will granted to them by God, followed divergent courses. In short, people follow divergent ways precisely because of God's omnipotent will, not intention, that man should have a choice. It would be a grave misunderstanding to hold that people follow different paths because God failed to persuade people to follow the path which He wanted them to choose. Wanted them to choose. No. So intended them, no, we can't bring intention. You see, nowhere has, some even put will for intention. Nowhere has Maududi brought, explained the last verse. Yet, had Allah so willed, they would not have fought one another. Allah does whatever He intends. Shah, Shah is will. Yeah. So Allah's will, Shah, they would not have fought one another. Allah does whatever He intends. Here also, back up here, right? Had He, Allah willed, Shah, those who had seen these clear signs would not have fought one another thereafter, right? Here also again, yet, had Allah so willed, Shah, they would not have fought one another. Now some put brackets, some put comma here. Sahi, no, Maududi puts comma. Sahi International puts, oh sorry, puts a full stop. Sahi International puts a comma here. But Allah does what He intends. Now, Allah's will is not that they fight each other, but is it that Allah intends to again give them free will? There would be a double. It wouldn't be right, right? It's enough that He said, had Allah willed, we understand that now the will of Allah is not here, and Allah has given them free choice, free will. But Allah does what He intends. If Allah, so Allah does what He intends by giving them free will. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Maybe I could be. They would not have fought each other. You see, but they differed, and some of them believed, and some of them disbelieved. Okay, so that's it, right? But why is Allah repeating this again? And if Allah had willed, they would not have fought each other. But Allah does what He intends. So this means, could this mean that Allah's intention was that they fight, not that they have free will? So Allah giving them free will, Allah does says kun fayakun, so they have free will. Maybe that doesn't explain it properly. It's quite. Let's see, Anand. Take a break. Oh God! Since Allah will to give them free will, they fought each other, and Allah intends what He wills. Is this intention of Allah so that they fight each other, or that He has said that because Allah's will wasn't there, but He intended that they have free will? I don't know. So verse 6 at 28. Then why the will come besides not aid them? Because Allah, you have said in Surah 4 at 75 also, when they're praying, asking you to help them, women, oppressed women, men, and children, you ask them to, why are you not fighting the believers, your believers? And from yourself send someone, right? Huh. Then why did those they took besides Allah as deities by which to approach, meaning Allah, not aid them? FX is here. Yes, I'm glad I follow the Abrahamic religion. You are glad? This is Abrahamic religion? Islam? FX, you are Muslim. Okay, so you're saying against the deities they worship. Then why did those they took besides Allah as deities by which to approach Him not aid them? But this Abrahamic God in our world heritage of religions, I don't let people tell me beliefs. Oh, then what do you, in our world heritage of religions, I don't let people tell me beliefs. Then what do you tell? What, sorry, I didn't get you. So now you see what's happened here? This, He's telling. Allah is telling them this. But your Allah, your Abrahamic religion Allah. Sorry, I talk very funny now. FX, brother, what he do here? Surah Nisayat 75. He not able to help these people, weak. And it's telling you to fight when they are asking Allah to help them. And they're moreover saying, oh Allah, send us a helper from you. And they send us a, protector and helper from you to help us. And this Allah is telling you what? Oh, you mean to say, FX, you are being ironic. Ironic. FX is being like, I got you, yeah. Like someone told me, Awais Iqbal, you know, we respect your Prophet Muhammad. I really respect. We will not be disrespectful to him. So, and yet, do you see the irony that he's not a Muslim, right? So, Allah, take us out of this city of oppressive people and appoint for us from yourself a protector and appoint for us from yourself a helper. And what is the matter with you that you fight not in the cause of Allah and for the oppressed, weak, among men, women, and children who say, our Lord, where's the Lord coming here to help them? Where is Allah helping them? He's telling you to fight for them. He can't help them. And he even told Musa to free those under Pharaoh, enslaved and oppressed. Oh my God, you can't even see this. But I was on the Yuridu, Surah 2, ayat 253. Look at this. And here he's telling, aren't you glad that, you know, you didn't leave the monotheistic religion? Because these gods, these deities, they didn't come. Then why did those they took besides Allah as deities or gods by which to approach Allah, not aid them? Hmm? But they had strayed. I departed from them. And that was their falsehood and what they were inventing. False fabrications, inventions, false inventions they invented. Excellent. Jibrail came to take Prophet Muhammad to Iraq. Oh, right? Sorry. And then he said, my wings will burn. You go now. Now you go alone to Allah. Shia, from Shia Islamic sources. Shia Islamic sources. Okay. So now Prophet Muhammad goes alone up Miraj to Allah. Look how God has helped the Prophet. And also Burak comes, Burak comes, Burak comes. So a little bit the Burak take him up with Shias, Prophet Muhammad, and then he go up on his own. Then why did those they took besides Allah? Aren't you glad, FX, that you are from the monotheistic religion? This Allah cannot, no, these deities. Let's see Surah 46 at 28. Now I'm stuck on this, sorry. So terrible my way. Surah 46 ayat. What's Surah 46? Now numbers I can't, 46 ayat. What? I have to go back. Surah Aqaf. See, 28. Oh my God. Yes. 28. Now another adhan will start. I think. Oh my God. And I'll have to come back again. So I'm not glad for being a monotheistic religion when politics extend beyond religion. It is a signature of being in antiquated time to an extent, since deception is still practiced. I'm not glad for being a woman. Okay. I'll have to understand your English is too high for me. Then why did not antiquated? What is the meaning of antiquated? I've forgotten. It is a signature of being in antiquated time. Backwards, the antiquate time to an extent, since deception is still practiced. Everywhere there's deception. Monotheistic or polytheistic or whichever. Politics is everywhere in these religions also. You can see. Then why did those they took besides Allah as deities by which to approach Allah, Him? They have to put Him, right? To approach Allah, not aid them, not help them. Huh? But they had strayed from them. They strayed away from them. They strayed, and so thus Allah proved like this that these deities the parties take to approach Allah are false deities. They are devils. Christians also say this, right? Allah has proven you're Christians. You can even take these Quran ayats for yourself and for your own, you know, pleasure. Oh, about your religion, for your. Wait, let me just. Sorry, excuse me. How nice it is, right? We destroyed aforetime populations about you. We have shown the signs in various ways that you may turn to us. But you still these polytheists. Then why did not help them? Nasara. Sorry. Nasara. Those whom they had. Why not help them? Those whom they have taken besides Allah, gods as a way of approach. Qurban. God as a way of approach. Qurban, qurbatan lilal, qurbatan lilallah. I'm saying my prayers to reach nearness to Allah. Some groups needed an exclusively new religion, such as melanated people. What's that? For they have no stone to step on by association to other peoples. Allah has tried though and recorded attempt. What are you saying, Asaf? Brother, I not understand. Look, this. Please be direct. Direct. Huh? Oh, Allah warned these people, showing signs that we had firmly established them in a power which we have not given to you. And we had endowed them with hearings power which we have not given you. And we had certainly established them such as we have not established you, O Muhammad. What? And we made for them hearing, vision, and heart. My God. But their hearing and vision and hearts availed them not from anything. Allah has tried, though, and recorded at them. Yes, Allah tried very hard, showed many signs to the believers and disbelievers, sorry. See, when they were rejecting the signs of Allah, they were enveloped. Allah had given them power. Ya Muhammada, Ya Muhammad. And certainly we had established them. Makana. Oh, established them in what not. We have established. In what? We have not established you. Believers. Oh my God. Allah, Allah, I feel, sorry, excuse me, now I'm losing my patience too much. It's too much for me. And we have already destroyed what surrounds you of cities. And we have diversified the signs that perhaps they might return from disbelief to belief, right? And also look at this, your monotheistic Allah. One and only Allah who helps, who alone you should pray to and call for help, seek help from. He should not take help from you. Then why did those they took besides Allah as gods apart from Allah, hoping that they would bring them nearer to Him, near to Allah, Yani? Him is not even written there in the Arabic, yeah? Ayat. Very, very good. I get what happened. I'm making fun. What? Hello again. Hello, hello. Allahu khairul makari. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sent by Allah in my own way. Namaste. Or hands together, yes. Right? Allah saying these gods, they couldn't help them. And they strayed away from them. And then what happened? Allah, Allah, wait a minute. No. So they were using these gods, right? Deities to approach Allah. But approach Him means approach, for approach. Gods as a way to approach. Nay, bal. What the bal? No bal in Arabic. They were lost from them. And that was the falsehood and what they were inventing. You see? More you want to see how beautiful your Allah, how good, true this Allah Haq, Allah, and mention of Muhammad when we directed to you a few of the jinn listening to the Quran. Allah is saying their gods did not help them. Let's be direct now, right? The gods that they made to get near, to approach Allah as means of access to Allah, meaning, right? Nay, bal, they left them in lurch. But that was a falsehood and their invention. Now, can you Muslims ever believe that a polytheist is saying, I reached by this, I gain nearness to Allah, I approach Allah through this false God, through this deity? No, you are not going to believe. Allah has told us in the Quran. They didn't reach nearness. These gods forsake them, forsook them, kept, they left them in the lurch. But that was their falsehood and their invention. Now come to your Allah, one Allah. Do not seek help from anyone. Iyyaka na'budu, worship Him alone. And Him alone do you seek help from. Right? Surah Nisa, ayat 75. What are they saying, the men, women, and children who say, "Our Lord, take us out of the city of oppressive people and appoint for us from you a protector and appoint for us from you a helper." For this also, Allah is telling you not to gain nearness, but for this also, how do you gain nearness to Allah? Sunnis will say through salat, performing all the rites, right? Fasting. This is how you seek nearness to Allah. They should go to a place of recurrent love, not infrequent love. Yeah, the house most frequented. You should go to the house of Allah, most frequented house. Muslims, Allah is a loser. Shaitan Iblis spanks Allah every day. Allahu khairul makirin. Yes. No, no. Let's not put it this way. Here, every day in Allah. If are you coming from ex-Muslim Ahmad's live streams or no videos? And Allah can do nothing but enjoy the spanking. Look at Iran, Gaza. Yeah. No, that's not Allah. Those are bad Muslims, according to some of us, right? Muslims, those are bad Muslims, very bad. But, and some, no, Gaza, not Gaza, sorry, Gaza. Lord, there is extreme, like, violation of human rights there, and everything. There is genocide. Israelis are doing genocide of the poor Palestinian Gazans, right? Look how their false gods did forsook forsook them, kept them in the lurch, left them. But here, this Allah is telling you, when He's told you, do not take help from anyone but me, meaning إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ إِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ and other ayats like that. Do not call on anyone, and it is Allah who helps you, and then you associate with Allah. Surah Anam ayat 63 and 64. Meaning, don't think anyone else has helped you. It is only Allah who has helped you. But don't thank even anyone. Don't be thankless to Allah. By thanking another person, the rescue team has come on sea to help you, rescued your ship from the storm. You people, or maybe not the ship, but you people. No, don't thank them. Thank Allah. That's association. If you thank them, only know that Allah helped you. When you were crying out to Allah in the darknesses, right, of the land and earth, the Zulumati. Do you believe in updates? Childishly, I look at the world now as in a moment before an update to the biases we all accept. I'm curious to how religion will evolve, and I want to be part of that, says FX. FX says the Quran says, I see good in the bad. Well, why can't Allah see the worship in these polytheists and say it's good? And I take that literally and am practicing remembrance. So, you see, why can't Allah see the good in polytheists? At least see that they are worshipping you, Allah. Even if they're taking these deities to, they're coming, wanting to come near to you, approaching you. Huh? FX. Are you kidding me here, FX? Are you being using irony here? Sarcasm? Huh. All that hard work of mine I've done without insulting Allah, right? I've just, all this, without saying all these things, like taking the hadiths even. You see, Allahu Khairul Makirin may be coming from ex-Muslim Ahmad. They say these things, right? I even didn't say that Allah's, I haven't taken the hadiths that the Sunnis take. I'm helping the Shias also. Quran only, see how much, like what is this? So the means of approach you, even though Salah is not for means of approach to Allah. You can say it 1,000 times. Give me the ayat first. Give me the ayat that says, Salah, these 5 obligatory prayers that you Muslims pray, is to seek nearness to Allah. Salah, Allah has given to Prophet Muhammad, Allah and the angels. Now go and take it from him. And you also send Salah to him. God knows what Allah has done. Right? When Allah wants bad for someone, He gives them debates and no actions. I've seen that. When Allah wants bad for someone, and yet He tells you not to see the good in the bad, right? Yes. FX is being very yeah, he's being sarcastic here with me. FX, I did all this hard work. I care for you people. I care for you people. And you have done this to me. See what he is. You are still not leaving Islam. When Allah, see, the Quran says to see good in the bad. Oh God, I'm tired. Are you ex-Muslim? Yes, I'm an ex-Shia. Proud to be an ex-Shia, ex-Muslim, ex-Sunni, ex-Ismaili. And no, I wasn't an Ismaili, but I could have become a Sunni on my own, doing research. I'm definitely proud to be. Don't you see this my channel? Shall I make it bigger? Welcome to ex-Muslim channel. See? Can you please tell me what is the purpose? Oh, it was on my case, but now I've gone on Islam also. So, all like, don't kill me because I'm an apostate. And see what I have found against your religion. Some people leave due to moral, they can't digest the morality in Islam when they find out growing up. I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being short in speech. If it is received like that, then you are one on end. Oh, oh, so you are a Muslim. So please tell me directly what you are. Okay, then why did you delete my post? I didn't delete your post. Where did I? It was hidden because some words, the in the live stream, they don't allow insulting because my country doesn't allow also, right? Insulting, and you could be. I didn't delete your post. It was just hidden. It was kept for review. This is not allowed, like making fun and saying these things, right? When did Allah, without providing, like this post is here, Allah, your post is here, Allah is a loser, shaitan, iblis, you want me to get into trouble with, already the Muslims are putting me into trouble, already I'm in trouble with Islam. This post you're asking about that I deleted, that was held for review here. Allah khair. And why do you want me to get into trouble? Like you Christians, you are a Christian. Don't don't disrespect Allah. And I don't even speak or words like God or soul in my day-to-day life. It is important to be polite. Okay, no problem. Yeah. See, Allah khairul Allahu. Already I'm in trouble with Islam, leaving Islam. Okay. Now, on one thing, you have to come and to catch my throat. FX, what are you? Are you Islam? Are you Muslim or not? Okay, is what is your religion? Don't give me a headache again. Just tell me directly, what are you? Do you pray to Allah or not? Do you ask Allah or not? Don't disdain from worshipping Allah by asking from Him alone. Call Him, He will. And then He sends Musa also in Surah Taha. The Quran says, right? So please, then when you're not here, Allahu khairul makirin, then you're getting the ex-Muslims into more trouble. No problem, I watch my words. Please, thank you very much. Yeah, tell me, because insulting. What if I insult your Jesus and your religion? You know the money changers. what he did to them, getting angry. Didn't Jesus? Okay, I don't want to say this. Okay, so please be respectful here. We are not here to insult, otherwise, I'll be in blasphemy. I'm not here to insult Allah. I'm here to show the truth in the most sober way, right? Polite. And when I make, because I sometimes make fun because it was my religion. I did not embrace Christianity. I could have gone to Ismailis. Ismailis are better than Christians. Christianity, I mean. So now, see, Allah says here their deities, just to get nearness to Allah, their deities left them in the lurch. So this shows that they are false, right? Now, Allah is not coming here to help these poor, weak people who are calling out to Allah. Like, what is this? Surah Nisa. What is a what? And when I say what is this, means really what is this? This is not an insult. Hazrat Musa got angry at Harun, and before that he killed a man accidentally, but he killed him purposely. What is the matter with you that you fight not in the cause? You, what is the matter with you? Not only fight not in the cause of Allah who are fighting you, who want to fight you. No, it's not like that. And for the oppressed, weak, these weak among men, women, and children who say, huh? And yet he says, one thing, he says, only call on me, only take help from me, otherwise it's shirk. Only I can save you, no one else can save you. And then he's put believers as your guardians and on the same footing as himself, Waliyakum, the messenger of Allah, and the believers, Surah Maida at 55. And then he has put what else? No, no, no. Allahu khairul makirin. You definitely have come here to get me into trouble. You are very clever, right? You have definitely come here to get me into trouble with the Muslims. You want me killed? You want me destroyed? You are not going to watch your words. Your discussions are informative about Islam. Thank you for posting as you do. You definitely want me to get in trouble. Where has Allah spanked anyone? Huh? I'm going to time both of you out. FX. And Allahu khairul makirin. You can say against me, put on your live streams, she's a false, she's in taqiyya. I don't care. As long as you don't kill me and get me killed. In my country, blasphemy in Islam or any religion, I'm not even supposed to do this. You definitely want me to be killed by a Pakistani here. And we have 75% Pakistanis. Locals are only 20%. You definitely want a Pakistani taxi driver to rape me in the taxi here. Take me in the desert. You're definitely not thinking. You are not caring. And they won't mind, for Allah. You see how Pakistanis blasphemy is exploited, blasphemy law in Pakistan. And we have 75% of Pakistanis here. And I travel in public transport. I'm not a rich Arab traveling in even a small car. You are looking at my previous post. Yes, and you should know better. You should know better than to say these things here on my live stream. So you take me as an ex-Muslim? I deleted your post? Okay, then leave. Then leave. No, your first post here and my condition. So I started with my condition here. This is a live stream on my condition, right? Those people who don't care for ex-Muslims' lives, who are oblivious, who are callous, will do things like you do on other ex-Muslims' channels. You should know. I did not post anything after I said, I will watch my words. No, but thinking about it, why didn't you watch your words before? Tell me, where has Allah spanked? Tell me. Where does it say that Allah has spanked what you said here posted? Huh? Give me. Don't give me things out of your head. Also that. No, no, you want me to get you Christians. You are a Christian, right? You want to break the ex-Muslims also. Callous. You don't care for anything. At least you won't kill me. But still, you are as cunning, callous. If still you don't know what happens in the Islamic countries, yes, leave now. Never come back here. Enough is enough with you. Christians also. No care do you people have for anyone? Be considerate? No. No care do you have for lives? Good riddance to bad rubbish. Liars. Allah didn't spank anyone. And now I will remove your this. No lies. Remove this. You're very sad. Christians coming like this carelessly, not caring for what effect it would have. Very sad. Your ego, and I have some bad things, but your ego is, this is the thing. Islam has a shareholders of history in the field of sciences. It is a foundation. What? What are you saying? Effects of a lot you're not looking at. So Islam has with this in history and that, but you're not looking at that. Your Allah, who is the, he says, look at my creation. Do you find any flaws in my creation? Has flaws in the Quran, in his words that he has revealed to Prophet Muhammad through Gabriel, namely the trusted spirit Gabriel, right? You're not looking at that. I don't know, you're looking at the Islamic history, field of sciences. Really? I think they stole it from the Greeks, or they worked through it through the Greeks. Before the Muslims came and gave the shareholders of history in the field of science, they were not shareholders. They worked on the Greek philosophers and scientists like the Greeks. They didn't work through the Quranites. And Mullah Sadra was excommunicated by the Shia Twelvers. He was such a philosopher, high ranking. He's such an intelligent man. Now, the alchemist, oh, sorry, what's his name? Tell me in history, are you sure? Even Imam Jafar Sadiq, right? He was afraid that the Muslims will go to the Greeks. It is but in culture we can talk about. I curious whenever I see a civilization like that. So for that reason, I cannot be beholden to one religion. But if that religion, but you praise, you shouldn't be praising Islam like this. What do you know? Even Imam Jafar Sadiq may have stolen from the Greeks. You know, the greatest he's called. On blasphemy in Pakistan, let me show you. Mus- Christians coming here so uh, not aware of the problems he can get me into. That's why I think he's a hidden. Let me see what he has on his. I think he's Ali Shah or something, an enemy of mine. He's not a Christian. He's Ali Shah. You're Pakistani? Hmm. You are a very nothing. Only you use YouTube to nothing on his channel. You see, he's got nothing on his channel. Blasphemy law exploited left and right, and now they're saying. I think they're saying even criticism of Islam is blasphemy in the UAE against any recognized religion, with punishments ranging from a fine to the death penalty. And what is blasphemy? Pakistan's blasphemy law, Al Jazeera is also given. All you need to know. Although no one has ever been executed, blasphemy convictions are common in Pakistan. It's like selling like hotcakes. Amnesty International gives us a PDF file. I don't know. Sorry, I don't even think this one is a Christian either. I think he's from Alisha extremism, that psycho, or a Pakistani, eh, right? A fake ex. He himself is a fake ex. This guy, you see? So Alisha ex-Muslim is for my enemy. See, he's got nothing. These are trolls, and I guess I trust my feelings. So yeah, sorry. This one used trigger me. And I can feel it. I can feel it. So I believe in my feelings. He's not even a yeah. They do not suffer from intoxication, and they are pragmatic people. I support the righteous in some situations upon new information. I would dislike blasphemy as well. Please, FX, I don't want your opinion. I want you to cooperate here in whatever topic I'm on. Please, I don't want your opinions. I'm not interested in your opinion. Sorry, right? If you're not concentrating on the, so please, hello, can you please cooperate here? I have to go now. I'll come back later because I have Azan is on. Okay, thank you very much. I'll come after the Isha.